romantic comedies have a bad rap because it makes you think of stereotypes, it makes you think of stereotypical characters, it makes you think of these broad situations. Our film is a romantic comedy, but without any of that stupid bullshit. We're trying to make it a romantic comedy for our generation. My name is Michael Mohan. I directed the film Save the Date, which is premiering in U.S. dramatic competition. Save the Date is a story about Sarah, a young woman who's afraid of commitment. We catch up to her as she's ending a long-term relationship, only to find herself in the most intense relationship of her life. Meanwhile, her sister Beth is preparing to get married and driving her fiance further away through that process. So it's about Sarah, her ex-boyfriend, her new boyfriend, her sister's fiance, and how all these damaged people, in trying to help each other out, just mess things up, because that's what people do. One of the goals of making the film was I wanted it to feel like, at the end of 90 minutes, that you've hung out with 5 of your friends. And the cast is a really big reason why you feel that way. Lizzie Kaplan from Party Down, Alison Brie from Mad Men and Community, Martin Starr from Freaks and Geeks, Jeffrey Aaron from 500 Days of Summer, Mark Webber from Scott Pilgrim and like every independent film ever made, including 2 other films at the festival. I basically just cast all my favorite actors. Audiences are going to be very surprised because you look at these actors' work and you expect one thing, and I think that this film is going to show a completely different side of them. The original writer of the script is Jeffrey Brown, who's a famous graphic novelist. I was at Sundance in 2010 with my first film, One Too Many Mornings, and I was trying to figure out what my next project was going to be. I heard from a friend that Jeffrey Brown had written a script and that their director had dropped out. I talked to Jeffrey and his co-writer, Egan. They let me rewrite the script, and now 2 years later, I'm back at Sundance, and this time in competition. Something that our generation is dealing with is the fact that 50% of our parents' marriages have ended in divorce. One of the themes of the film is, despite this fact, we can't close ourselves off. Love is an amazing thing, and we can't approach things with skepticism. At Sundance, the reaction and the responses from these audiences, you can sort of you have to bottle that up. You sort of remember oh yeah, I remember the 3rd screening of XX that was at the library, and all the people laughed at that joke, and that's why you do it. That's why you do it. And you know that if you do a good enough job, maybe they'll be able to see the next one.